Saturday, August 20th, 2022, coming to Hartford, Michigan at the Van Buren Poorhouse Museum, it's Ghost-O-Rama. Ghost-O-Rama is a one-of-a-kind event. It's a paranormal meet and greet / flea market / Comic-Con, car show, and much, much more. There'll be paranormal groups, the Ghostbusters, the Mystery Machine, spooky vendors, live band, ghost tour, Jurassic Park, killer cars, food truck, disc jockey, historical museum, kid haunted house, and much more. Van Buren County Historical Museum. That's right, out at 58471 Red Arrow Highway, Hartford, Michigan, 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's an outdoor market, which is free to the public. That's right, you heard me. It's open to the public. There'll be a museum tour, $5 per person. Also, from 9 to 11, a ghost tour, $20 per person. That's right, Ghost-O-Rama is hitting West Michigan, Saturday, August 20th, 2022, at the Hartford Van Buren Poorhouse Museum. This is sponsored by Southern Michigan Paranormal's UnrestrictedRadio.com, the Great Lakes Ghostbuster Coalition, How to Halloween, Frankenfest, and the Midwest Parahistorical Society.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Ghost PM, where our special guests are none other than King Jared and Queen Lora. How you guys doing tonight? Good evening, everyone, and staying busy, bud. Staying busy. I've been wanting to get you guys on, but y'all stay really busy yourselves. It's kind of hard to pin y'all down unless you're sitting there doing a live stream.
Yeah, that's for sure, brother. We're always either on a stream with somebody, doing a stream ourselves, out filming or something.
So I'm going to start right off. Hey, Amy, Dev, let me see here. Who else? There's Laura right there. Hey, Jay, good to see you, bud. Got a few in there already. Got 8 in there. That's not too awful bad. So how long have you guys been doing the paranormal thing?
Well, both of us, we grew up having a lot of paranormal experiences and living in haunted houses and things like that, and dealing with a lot of it. But as far as, doing like any type of like investigation and stuff and everything, it's been a little over a year, would you say? Mm-hmm.
So then how long have you guys been doing the YouTube thing?
About a year for me, a little over a year. And
no, it's almost 2 years for you. Mine just hit a year in January.
Mine's about a year and a half, roughly, I think.
Oh, wow. Well, none of us have been doing it that long. This week or next weekend marks my 3-year anniversary on YouTube, and my very first video was the Kalamazoo Living History Trade Show, which is next weekend. So
right on.
We're all kind of fresh at this game.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. That's one thing I really enjoy about the paranormal and stuff like that is it's, no matter what you do, I've talked to people that's done it for 20, 30 years that says, you're always learning new things.
Yep. I can agree with that. We, one of our main guys, he's like our mentor investigator with the Midwest Parahistoric Society. He's been doing it for about 20 years. And he's constantly finding new things, new equipment, things he's never heard of, places he's never heard of. So yeah, I can. So then, what was the very first investigation you guys done?
When was it?
The very first one we did? Well, the very first good one we did was at the Old South Hospital up in South.
Good one.
And man, oh man, let me tell you.
That was bad luck from the start for us.
Yeah.
How so?
Well, it started off, we got all of our stuff loaded into the vehicle, car tore up. So then we had to run around to try to find a vehicle to get us out there. We get out there and we're there 6 hours too early. They gave us the wrong time.
And it was, golly, it was hot. I'm talking like 104 degrees, humidity, weren't really nowhere to go. We were broke, we'd spent everything on the investigation, getting more equipment and everything, getting another vehicle, everything else. It's like, golly, man.
And then we get there, and half of our equipment is dead, doesn't work.
Then by the end of the investigation, by the time we get back and I start to comb through my footage, and I realized that every single thing on my SD card was gone.
And over half of mine was gone. Yeah, it was just bad luck all the way around.
Wow.
Had a blast while I was there, though.
Amy.
Hey, Jan. Let me see who's popped in since I said hi last time. Williams popped in. Jan's popped in. Templar's here. Cool. So give me a for instance. You said you both grew up in haunted houses and stuff. Give me a for instance on the kind of stuff that you guys encountered growing up that just, didn't scare the hell out of you, but like really built that interest up in wanting to do this stuff as an adult. Most kids get the crap scared of them when they hear voices at night or hear footsteps and no one's there. And, it looks to me like it kind of just bing, light bulb came on. It's like, hey, wait, this is cool.
Well, my ghost that I had at my mom and dad's house was more of the physically going to hurt you type. It would run down the hallway and hit the door open and hit me every time I would walk around by side of it. And I'm talking every single time I got close to that door, it ran down the hallway, hit me. And it was just every day for my entire time growing up. It would wrap its hand around my neck, try to choke me out. And
wow.
Walls. And I grew up with it, so I got used to it.
And then me, I grew up, like I said, just an old country boy back in the woods, and it was actually a cabin that had a couple of rooms built onto it. And there was once a lady there that did a lot of witchcraft and stuff and everything, and she wasn't like the good kind, and she just opened up all kinds of stuff there, man. And we experienced things from noises, voices, just all kinds of things, and it just, I don't know, even back then, it was just, even though being young, it was still scary, but it was also interesting.
Okay.
I want to stay alive. I don't know. I didn't have time to be interested in it.
It sounds to me, Jared, like you kind of grew up. Hey, Rob. Good to see you, bud.
Oh, what's up, brother?
It sounds like you kind of grew up in that same kind of house I did. My house was originally a log cabin, and they kind of enclosed that room. Then they built on a couple more. Then a decade or so later, they built on a couple more. Then they built the upstairs on. But there was 3 deaths in my house in a 100-year period, 90-year period. So, we had 2 teenage girls kill themselves, and we had an old man starve to death during the late 1800s during the wintertime. So, there was always activity. My sister and I heard people coming up and down the stairs, which the landing was my sister's bedroom. Then you turn to the right and there's my bedroom. And neither one of us had doors or anything. So we were all the time hearing the stairs creak at night. And there was a door on the spare bedroom between our two. We'd hear the door handle rattle once in a while. And it's like, even my mom would sometimes come upstairs thinking we were in a spare bedroom playing in the middle of the night instead of sleeping and getting ready for school the next day. Right. And she'd get up there, we'd be dead to the world. So how many investigations have you guys done then in the time period that you've been doing it?
Really, I haven't counted. Exactly. I really haven't. I really haven't kept account, man. Like I said, I just enjoy doing it. And I really don't consider myself an investigator of any kind, really. I just find it really interesting. And just, seeing if, I can catch anything that's really cool and things like that, which anybody that, that's interested in it or actually, 100% paranormal investigator, things like that. One of, the main purposes is just to gain proof of the paranormal because there are tons of non-believers out there. No matter what evidence you bring to them, they're like, nah, it's something else, So we just try to get out there to see if we can capture anything and mostly just have fun with it.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, what's the use of doing it if you can't have fun doing it? I mean,
absolutely.
So out of all the investigations that you guys have done, which one I'm going to let you both answer this question, but it's a two-part question. It's kind of like the flop sides of the same coin. Out of all the investigations you guys have done, which one scared the hell out of you the most? And at the same time, which investigation did you do that just didn't live up to the flack? I mean, people talked about this and that and this, and you get out there and it's just pretty much nothing.
Right. Ladies first.
No, I'll let you go ahead.
Okay. Well, with me, the one that really just, I thought I was going to have some extra huggies was the Witches Cemetery out there in Manchester, Tennessee. And it's just an old cemetery, and it started out as a slave cemetery. And then they decided they was going to, move the bodies, relocate them, things like that. And, excuse me. And they only got a few of the bodies out, removed a ton of headstones, and then just stopped. So tons of them there are unmarked. You never know when you're going to be standing on one. Well, one of them there is a lady that practiced witchcraft and mixed that with voodoo. And there are still people that to this day still goes there to pay homage to her that still does rituals there in the cemetery. And one night, I've never been there where I didn't hear, see, or feel something. But the one that got me the most is one night I was there and I didn't get it on film, but I saw it out of the corner of my eye. And I saw what looked like a wolf jump from behind one tree to another. And it was like in a misty fog-like shape. But that thing was huge, and man, oh man, like I said, that scared me. But and then the vibes there is just extremely just tense, and you just always feel like there's something right behind you, and staring at you and things. But but on the flip side, the one that I kind of feel that really didn't live up to its name. Would probably be the old cemetery out on they call it the old number 8 cemetery. It's we didn't actually film there. We just went there, and a lot of people have said, man, there is tons of activity there. We've always got something there. Well, we went out to check it out, and I got out. The first thing we always do is get out and just kind of feel the vibe of the place, I went out there, and everybody can see by my videos. I'm
chicken.
I'm a brave man, but my feet don't know it, and they can't be trusted. But we went out there, and even I stood out there for 30 minutes by myself in the complete darkness in the middle of the cemetery. Nothing. But now that's not to say that it isn't haunted, because that's just the way it goes. But to me personally, that would be my choice.
Wow. Okay.
I can only answer half of the question because I've not been scared yet. Because what I grew up with was a whole lot more volatile than what I've been coming into contact with. So the one that didn't live up the most was probably Sadie Baker's grave. We got absolutely nothing there.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
absolutely nothing. Not even a ping on anything, and I was so disappointed because it's pretty close to where we live. Mm-hmm. So we drove out there, had everything with us, got all set up and everything, and it was just dead air for 2 hours.
Wow.
That's wow. About the whole paranormal thing is, you may go to like the most haunted location on earth, and you may go there 10 times, and 9 out of 10 times you may not hear a thing, and then you may go 10 times and never hear anything, and then again you may hear something every single time. It's just wild how it works out like that.
Now, being in Tennessee, is there any place down there that you guys would like to investigate but haven't had the chance yet?
Bell Witch Cave.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
In Adams, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And with me, I would love to investigate a few places of the that was part of the Stones River battle with some of the Civil War. There's a lot of locations down there and everything that like some of the old house places and things like that where they set up everything that's there, but they won't allow any kind of investigating or filming or anything like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't even realize until right before I started the show that they're actually located about an hour from where I grew up at. And, Lora, before her and Jared got together, she's from the town where Morgan's Raiders actually began their journey northward. And, Morgan's Raiders was the only Confederate group to make it way up north the Mason-Dixon line. I mean, they wound up coming up through Kentucky and southern Indiana. They attacked what was originally Indiana's territorial capital before it became a state. And they fired cannonballs at the town, never actually hit the town. A lot of those cannonballs are still on display down there in the old territorial capital building. But then they took off heading east. And one of my own ancestors, Lightning Ellsworth, was the communications specialist with Morgan's Raiders. He would patch into the lines, and he would send false information to Morg's location. So, Union troops would start going one direction. They were heading off in another direction. They actually made it all the way over to the east side of Ohio and started moving up the Ohio River towards the northern part of Ohio before they were stopped. So,
wow.
There's I think he's pretty famous. We know where Champ Ferguson's buried at, and we're planning on getting out there pretty soon because he's in Sparta too.
Now, have you guys ever done Hell's Bar?
No,
that's another one. We was wanting to go to there, but everybody says now that they don't allow investigations anymore.
Well, I looked it up. I looked into it because I was trying to find out prices, and they said that they took where everybody was going to investigate and everything and turned it into a whiskey distillery holding area or something. So I was like, wait a minute. Now, why would you do that? Y'all were making a killing with the investigatory stuff.
Yeah.
So a whole different kind of spirits are hanging out there now.
Yeah. Either way, you're seeing something.
But there is also like the Brushy Mountain State Prison that I want to see we'll get to there too, and hopefully maybe in the next couple of months we'll be able to hit that up with Bat Reekin and Sean Cody.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to hook up with Bat Reekin and Sean Cody. Hopefully, Michigander Man, me, those two can all get together and do something this summer. I had a ball with Michigander Man at Notre Dame last year. He's a heck of a dude to go out and do cemeteries with.
He is.
But man, yeah. Thank you, Amy. Yes, please definitely hit that thumbs up. YouTube seems to like to see them little thumbs up as don't matter to me. Thumbs up, thumbs down, I don't care. It still counts. But
either hit the like button if you dislike it, hit twice.
There you go. Like me, then unlike me.
That's right.
Okay. I don't care. This is my second go around doing this. It ain't like I've not been liked and unliked a lot. So
well, there's many people out there that don't like me, and I still sleep at night.
Yeah, I've not lost any sleep over people not liking me. I mean, it kind of hurts my boo-boo kitty a little bit, but you know, it happened.
It got creepy.
You know, I might shed a tear or two, maybe. Depends on who it is.
Metaphorical tears.
Yeah.
So outside of Tennessee,
Buffering.
Is that us?
I don't know if it's us or not. Uh-oh. Are we the one that's froze?
Are we out?
I don't know. I think we're all froze.
All right, now we're back.
Okay, there we go.
Somebody's trying to say you butt cream over here in the chat.
Are they?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's Devilish's butt cream
Devilish.
if you need, Drew. They sell it.
What's up?
Deb, now you know better than anybody. I don't give a rat's ass what anybody thinks. No, it was. Cool effect, it was some jealous butt that got my first channel ripped down. You know, 2 years of work, 4,000 subscribers, monetization. I had the world at my fingertips, and three whiny copyright strike, fake copyright strikes over public photos, and my butt is gone and starting over. I don't care.
There you go, man.
Some people, though, they just need to take a nap and get a juice box.
JJ, thank you, sister.
I think we're froze again.
Is it us?
Read it.
Oh, okay.
There it goes.
Good.
Right.
We got another snow front.
Drew, you're in that, brother.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Yeah, it's probably the weather. He said that he had some snow coming in.
I mean, we could just, you know, make the same faces. Sorry, I did not mean to smash you with the chair.
How?
That was a bit much.
It hurted.
You
hurted my me. What's that?
It's a cut for your tears. Go ahead.
All right. Well, yep, there's absolutely nothing I can do to fix it. The way they've got our internet set up here is it runs with the electrical lines, and you've got two steel rings that interlock. And anytime there's wind, ice, anything like that, it gaps those. and breaks the connection.
Right.
So limbs bumping into the line. So we do have another storm front coming in tonight. God knows how much we're going to get from that one. But we might make it the whole time, and we might not.
Well, hey, go as long as we can, brother.
Hey, we'll just sit here and look at the wonderful faces that you freeze up on.
I'll have to start making some good ones then.
I know I froze up once and everything. And it looked, I was doing this and I was turning and we froze up and I looked like I was picking my nose.
He's lying. He really was picking his nose.
Well, I usually pick my nose.
I know.
But that time I weren't.
I doubt that. Anyway.
Now, I'm pretty sure that you guys have wrenches in the chat. If you want to just once in a while drop your link in the chat for folks that don't belong to your channel.
Okay.
I know once they go over there and start checking out some of the crazy stuff you guys do,
right on.
they're gonna want to join the channel. I mean, that's.
I'm not purely paranormal. I'm a variety of
actually,
different stupid things.
We do a lot of different things. It's unreal. But a lot of mine is, I like a lot of humor in mine. That's usually my sole base thing is humor, because I just love to make people laugh, make their day a little better,
I'm unintentionally funny.
I'm a lot like Jared. The guys that are regular in my chat and on my streams and stuff know that if I wake up in the morning and I can't make at least one person laugh before I end that day, I feel like my day was a failure.
I agree. See, I do the same thing with making people mad. If I can't make one person mad that day, then I'm not done.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm married. I'm married. I do that shit daily.
Yeah, as I say, we're married, so it's usually me.
I mean, my wife, she's a pro at telling me to shut the hell up, quit being stupid.
Oh, don't feel bad. I understand. She's the same way, especially when she's really mad. I mean, if she goes to bed mad, the next morning she's still mad, and she gets up as soon as her feet hits the floor. The devil goes, "Oh God, she's up."
Yeah, I'll give you guys a perfect example of these two. I think it was last week or the week before last. We were doing a live stream, and right after the live stream ended, I seen they were on. And I jumped over there, and the first thing I seen was both of them completely covered in pie.
Oh man,
chocolate cream pie. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't want any more chocolate. I ate more than I got splattered with, though. I figured it out. You get less on you if you open your mouth up when he throws it. Then you can just swallow it.
Thanks for all the love and support, fam. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, I seen that, and I'm like, oh dear God, that is freaking hilarious.
It was fun to do. It got in places that I had to go talk to a preacher and thought I was going to have to get forgiveness for.
What do you say?
He just shook his head.
Oh.
Said,
oh God, that was good. I'm not sure, Father, but I think I was touched in places pie shouldn't go.
Yeah, it shouldn't be there.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out how I got it there when I was throwing it at your face.
I don't know. Maybe it slid.
I used extracurricular activities after we were done, wasn't you?
I don't know. And it may have did help somebody putting a pie up and under me when I sit down.
You should have been paying attention. You were looking right at me.
I can't help but imagine that you guys went through about half a box of Kleenexes getting the chocolate cream out of your nose holes after that live stream.
I had it figured out. I put toilet paper in my nose before he splattered me with pie. I was sitting there with wads of tissue hanging out my nose. I didn't have it figured out. He tried to drown me.
Well, I didn't see any of your face without pie on it, so I couldn't tell if you had anything in your nose or not.
I did. He did not.
I wasn't smart enough to do that. No, I just winged it and everything.
And I'm shorter than him, so I was throwing it at an up angle.
And you can see the size of this beak. There was a half a pie on one side.
You were blowing out Keebler L's for 3 days.
Yeah.
So tell them about some of the other crazy crap you guys have done on the channel.
Oh Lord, what ain't we done?
There was one where we did the one of you stands in front of the camera and the other one goes behind you and pretends to be your arms, and then you try to make stuff.
Yeah. So I was standing like
to,
this, and she had her arms ran around, and she was the one preparing everything.
Again, I'm shorter, so
I look like a T-Rex.
Yeah. Throwing it, you smack me, and you're going to end up over in the corner, balled up. Now, go on, talk.
And then there's as like JJ said earlier, yeah, I ain't afraid to admit it. And
don't let him fool you guys. He's probably the only grown man around that still enjoys being whipped.
Well, as the old saying goes, it's better than not having anything to be whipped by. Can't be mad at it.
Good point.
But we also do the odd food combos and stuff.
Which I liked all of mine. You hated every one of yours.
I did. That was so bad. I didn't sleep for it. It gave me nightmares.
They were good. Yelling and cheese. Who knew? It was good.
So what's it like doing the channel with your spouse? I mean, you guys always seem like you're in such a good humor with each other. I mean, how do you do some of the stuff that you do to each other without getting angry? I mean, you're always freaking laughing. How do you live and work with your spouse?
He's my best friend.
Yeah. And the channels, we not only do it, as creators and stuff, but just as friends too. Everything. We've always got along like that, and especially both of our sense of humor is out the charts.
He's a funny sense of humor, and that person just fell and got hit with a rock at the same time kind of humor. I'm around the dark side of the corner.
Wow. There's no better way to put it than that right there. I mean, best friends. That's wow. Let me see here. Have I missed anything? Taste tests.
Midwest said Drew, skinny twin.
Yeah, well, Tyler lives out in Iowa, and 2 years ago he actually got to come here for a week, and a little over a week, and I took him to a cowboy reenactment that we do here, and he got to see the dark and the light side around here, and it was just absolutely hilarious. And now he can't wait to come back. So obviously, it didn't leave a lasting impression. Or it did leave a lasting impression. But there's Sonny. There's Beth.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Beth.
Wait, I went out of camera.
I did too.
Hello, Beth. Oh,
get out of my area.
Hey. Excuse me,
you want to kiss the floor?
You're in my area. Hey. Should be a law against that.
There is, but we're not going to tell nobody, so hush.
I'm going to write my congressman.
Write him. I'll get you crayons.
You better.
I'll melt them down if you don't hush.
My silver one, please.
No. You ate that one.
I'm about halfway tempted to just put these guys on full screen and let them have it out for a little bit. I mean, what do you guys think? You guys think I should just give them the screen and let them have it out with each other? I'll do it.
I can't do all that.
I'll do it. It's easy to do. Look.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to King's Corner.
King's Corner, Mice.
It is? How'd you get it down there? Never mind. I don't want to know. There's got to be some kind of a algorithm
Algorithm?
Yeah.
Do you even know what that is? Spell it.
Make fun of me again.
You darn tootin'.
I thought we had this talk about.
We ain't had no talk. She's
not
asleep.
in public.
He was asleep.
I was asleep, but
Asleep.
I left a well-noted letter.
In what color?
I don't know which crayon did you use.
I don't know. You said you did this.
Well, you
in
read
your
it.
sleep. No, I didn't. You told me
didn't
about
read it.
I couldn't. You can't spell.
Yeah, I can't.
No, you can't.
I'll give you that.
I know. I didn't care if you give it to me anyway. I'm gonna take it.
You gonna make fun of my spelling and speech right here in front of everybody?
Always. You make fun of my stutter. I make fun of your spelling.
Don't make fun of your stutter. I've never done that. Never.
Look, you dropped it.
Usually do. Hey, vodka came in. But Pocket Watch, what's going on, fam?
Hello. And welcome to whatever this is.
Templars.
Bye, Drew.
I hate to say it, but I could honestly just kick back in my chair and just watch you guys, and I'd be perfectly happy.
You know, a lot of people have told us that, man, you guys need your own show. And I'm like, and this is not just doing it for the camera. You can ask anybody that's ever met us or anything. This is just how we are.
Yeah, we're like this all the time. Even in the grocery store, we've been kicked out of grocery stores.
Yeah.
Of course,
Guilty.
We did throw an entire bag of grapes at each other through the store. So
I paid for them.
they didn't care. You didn't clean it up. And I told them, that's not my job. I don't work here.
Oh God. Oh God. Yeah, my wife and I have to, usually because of me. You know, we'll go to Walmart. That's my favorite place to screw around is Walmart.
Yes, they love you there. Not really.
They do. Of course, they don't like it when you stop at Taco Bell before you go to Walmart.
Oh, Lord.
They don't like it when you eat a whole crock pot full of beans either.
No. I don't like them when she eats a whole crock pot full of beans.
Actually, me and the wife were just talking about it yesterday. She goes, you know why I don't take you out in public anymore? Because you can't stop leaving clouds up and down the aisles when you see me coming around the corner heading down the aisle.
Crop dusting.
Crop dusting.
Yep.
That is a specialty of mine.
Either that or I'll see what aisle she's coming down, and I'll go 2 or 3 aisles away. I'll be like, hey, honey, are you in the bacon aisle? Don't forget, we got that brand new plastic sheet to go on the mattress. We need a bottle of Wesson oil.
Slip and slide.
Slip and slide.
We had a
So,
water break one time, and you decided you wanted to cut out your pictures in the bed, flooded the whole house. And they were safety scissors. I'm still trying to figure out how you did that.
Good thing I had on my floaties.
oh yeah. Note to self, don't bring Lora and Jared to the store.
You might not want to bring this to anywhere because we do this everywhere. Doctor's office, at hospital, it don't matter.
Yeah.
Oh man. Don't forget, guys, next week we are going to have Mr. and Mrs. AAP on here on Friday night. They are just as crazy as these two, except I got a feeling AAP is going to get his jaw jacked next time he goes, bam! And almost takes Miss AAP out.
May do it.
That would be funny. That'd be
I
funny.
know them wet willies are getting treacherous.
And
Oh, I'll
JJ,
tell you what. Them wet willies, my God. I don't know how he survives it sometimes. I don't know how she survives it sometimes.
I tried to wet willy him. My hand went through the other side.
Yeah, just took out over here. It's like,
It was a waste of effort.
Oh God. Oh, this is too good.
She pulled her finger back out and it sounded like wind in a Coke bottle.
Well, after I sung all the imaginary gunk off of it.
Yeah.
Oh goodness God. You guys have got to go over and subscribe to these two. They are hilarious. I love, a lot of times I feel bad for not speaking up and saying something, but a lot of times I will just sit back and lean back. I'll just lean back in the chair and I'll watch to see what they're doing. And I mean, you guys know I got this 36-inch screen up here in front of me. So I put them on full screen and I sit back. That way I can see the look on her face real clear. And I can start slowly counting backwards to see if Jared's going to stay in that chair or not.
I keep the abuse to a minimum until the camera turns off.
Yeah.
It's all
no evidence.
All hands on deck.
She just grabs me by the foot and just slings me around.
She looks like she could be abusive.
I'll be right back. What's that?
I could be. We don't know.
Or at least the fun kind of abusive.
You have to ask him about that. I don't know. I'm mentally check out for that situation.
What happened?
What?
Who got hit?
Who?
I'll tell you guys what. I'm going to skip off the screen again, go use the bathroom. I'm going to let these two have it for a little bit because they don't get enough airtime sitting there picking on each other. And besides that, from what I can see about the ha-has and stuff, it's time well spent. I'll be right back.
So, I'm reading over here. It says live chat. There's 18 people out there.
Hello, 18 people.
Can you tell me how many 18 is?
Uh-huh. All of them.
Okay.
I'm not wrong.
But you're not right either.
No, never right. No. Pocket watch, yeah. He's got to ask, I think, like 2.
He did what?
Says, has he got to ask any questions?
I'm the quiet bystander. I've done nothing.
I asked you about calling me names in public.
You asked me. That didn't mean I was going to do it.
But you promised.
To do what?
The cat even said you promised.
But did I say I promised to not, or did I just say I promise?
The neighbor's dog even said
Did I?
They heard it.
Did I say I promise not to blah, blah, blah? Or did I just say I promise?
The dog said you did.
Did I just say
I had a meeting with him this morning.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, did I just say I promise? That was it. That's just 2 words. I promise. Was that all I said? Because if that's all I said, then I promised to keep doing it. I didn't tell you I was going to quit.
I'm going to have to reschedule my meeting with Lucky. The dog lied to me.
Yeah. Is that rabbit
Still
over
don't
there?
know about the cat. And they probably
That cat's stupid. You and him both surfing on the roof the other night during the storm.
I did raise him.
I know. Where's my umbrella, by the way?
He didn't make it.
I told you wasn't Mary Poppins.
The cat held the umbrella.
The cat held.
Yes.
The cat don't got thumbs.
He did that night, and he held the umbrella.
He
I had him by the
thumbs?
tail, and I was telling him to look around. And I was singing and singing and singing and singing and singing. That was not the air raid siren you heard. It was the cat.
Well, if you were slinging him by the tail, you had a hold of him. Why do you have my umbrella?
It was raining and storming. Ghost girl, what's going on?
Pocket Watch asked a question. Read that.
Do you have any investigations coming up? Yeah.
Coming up.
Yeah, coming up.
Coming up. All right. English at its best, y'all.
Yes, we actually do. We actually have a. Should we tell them?
Hang on. Get off my phone. Ain't nobody wants to talk to you, spammer.
Yes, we actually do. We actually have a.
I hear me. Hang on. Get off my phone.
I just told my wife, I said, you know, She goes, I'm glad you're having fun. I said, I'm having a great time, but the best thing is that I know with these two on there, I can leave, go to the store, get a beer, come back, have more people on there than what there was when I left. And everybody's laughing and having a good time.
Yeah. Well, it's cool when you got, you know, amazing people hanging out, you know.
It really honestly is. And I love the fact, you know, I'm sitting here, I'm looking at some of the folks that are in the chat here. Hey, Ghost Girl. You know, Vodka Vamp, I've not seen in a while.
That's my bestie.
You know, Amy from What the Paranormal. I had them on last year on the old channel, and that was amazing. I mean, I love watching watching their streams and their videos and stuff. Are you guys going to make it to the family reunion this year?
That's the plan.
That was the plan when I still had the old channel, because I found out that Tommy Amongst the Tombstones was actually nominated for one of the prizes, and I was going to bring him down with me. But now that, you know, I'm starting back over, probably not going to be financially sound enough to make that trip to North Carolina.
Yeah.
Which really sucks, because I got family and friends down there. So,
right.
I think I was nominated for 3 different things. Don't
really?
ask me what it was, because I can't remember. Well, I remember one of them was best series on a channel, but the other 2 I can't remember. But yeah, I had 3 different nominations for stuff.
Oh wow. Yeah, Beth. Tommy actually got nominated. It really surprised me, because I didn't think they had like a smallest wiener award or anything like that. And I mean, when he told me he got nominated for something, I'm like, dude, seriously?
Well, you should be in that one.
Yeah, I'd have won first and third.
Wow.
It's said with love.
Oh, I could tell. God, she sounds just like my wife. It was said with love, Dick.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, you can always tell the ones that's been a wife for a while.
20 years.
Wow.
It took me right out of high school.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
I didn't even.
cool.
I dropped out.
So you guys have been together for 20 years?
Yep. We got an 18-year-old and a 16-year-old boy. Yeah.
Damn, neither one of you look that old.
I'm almost 40.
I feel 90.
Where did I go wrong?
I've got this thing called avoid the sun, because it's hot and will burn you.
Well, you're almost 40, and I'll be 54 in October, so like you can't tell.
Well, I mean, you don't look that old, man.
But I'm like you, bud. There's a lot of times I feel 30 years older than what I am.
I hear you there. There's been a lot of times I'd wake up and tell the kids, grab an arm and pull. I can't get out of bed.
No, that's his line. It says, grab an arm and pull. She's pushed me out of the bed.
Now that's when they're having to pick me up out of the floor.
Mine likes to crowd me to the edge, but we have one of those iron headboards that I can like wrap my arm through. So she only gets me so far, and then I get like the leg lock on her and stuff. So I'm secured at both ends. So
that wouldn't do you any good. You know, I sleep with a knife right up next to the head of my bed.
I see your knife and I raise you an executioner's axe.
Yeah.
You swing that thing before I stab you in the leg.
I don't got one of them. I'd have to draw one out. Sling my paper right.
When I first moved to this town, I come to find out that my wife's grandmother was really good, really close to the chief of police. And he was over here one day having coffee with her, and I introduced myself to him, and we started laughing and joking about all my Civil War guns, my knives, my axes, my swords. And he said, well, we don't have to ever worry about you guys. I said, no. I said, you ever get an illegal entry call in the middle of the night here, don't bring a body bag, bring grocery sacks. He said, I'll put a note in that file.
Bite-sized pieces, y'all. Bite-sized pieces.
He just looked at me and laughed and said, well, that's one less piece of paperwork we got to worry about, the cause of death.
Yeah, right.
I said, dude, you were at the wedding. I didn't even know who the hell he was when you was at the wedding, but you seen that 6-foot long sword my son was carrying. It's hanging right above our bed. And it throws. So
golly, I need help picking that up.
My boy's over 6 foot tall. He didn't have no problems picking it up. It was like 6'6" or 6'7".
I have to look up at my kids to threaten them.
Well, I guess it's like 6'2", maybe. Jim's right at 6 foot. I'm 5'5.5", but I'm mean, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out where my kids got their height. I think it was probably the mechanic down the road. I'm not really sure, because he was like 6'8". I'm only 5'7", so. And their mom was like, you're like 5'5". I mean, she was like right dead on 5'5". So I don't know where they got it from. I really think it was either the mechanic or the milkman. Could have been the mailman. We had several of them. So what kind of things are coming up in the near future for Jared King TV?
Well, we got some really cool stuff coming. We have a lot of comedy stuff coming and a lot of different approaches with comedy. We got a lot of that coming. We definitely got some really cool next level paranormal investigations coming up very soon. And just all kinds of different stuff. More live streams, hanging out with fam, things like that.
Oh, wow. Sounds fun. I wish you guys lived closer, man. We have one coming up the end of next month. It's at Indiana's largest theater, not theater like movies, theater like opera.
Oh.
It's got seating for like 3,800 people. The place is getting ready to celebrate its 100th year in operation. For some reason, since COVID started, there's been a lot of things happening in there. They even keep a ghost lamp on the stage.
Really?
Lit 24 hours a day.
Dang. That's awesome.
That's coming up, I think, the 20th of next month. And then tomorrow night, we're doing Tosi's Italian Restaurant in Stevensville, Michigan. There was actually a murder in the old house that was connected to the restaurant years ago. A guy ate nuts and killed his wife and shoved her up the chimney. People started complaining when they started smelling her. And then there's been ghosts picked up on the CCTV in the kitchen.
Oh, wow.
So one of our team members, aunt and uncle, runs the place. So they're making us dinner tomorrow night, and we're doing a investigation. We'll be there till probably 2 or 3 a.m. So it's going to be a real interesting one. Can you give any? Can you give any hints to the next stage kind of investigations?
Well,
without giving too much away.
Well, I'll say a lot of it is locations. Maybe let's go into them. Yeah, is the Gaines house in Gainesboro, Tennessee, and it was a Civil War hospital. We have that booked for the 22nd of next month, and that was also thank you to Vodka Vamp and Barbara Ann Brink. And besides that, I've also been, I like to do a lot of DIY stuff, get creative and things like that. So I've been making a lot of things that I call experimental paranormal communicating. So, it's just like new types of ways to communicate with the paranormal or see them and things like that. So, some really cool stuff coming.
Now, getting back on the paranormal thing for a second, what is your favorite method of communicating? Like, have you guys ever done like the Estes method, or done the Three Kings, or do you just stroll around with your voice box? And I mean, what's your favorite style of investigating?
We've done the Estes method. For me, it always tends to go pretty dark. Something not too good always seems to want to come through. So we don't do that very much, but we use necrophonic for the most part. It's I like that it doesn't have all that staticky, because that gives me a headache, because it's like I'm trying to focus in on what's being said and all I can hear is that the static, and I don't like it. But yeah, the necrophonic for me, I feel like I get the best responses from it.
Yeah, well, with me, would probably be just me and my camera. Like I said, I
use communication.
Yeah, to just talk, see if you get EVPs and things. Oh. Now I do use necrophonic. But what I really tend to rely on lately is, because used to, when I first started doing it, I just show up somewhere, jump out, hit record, and just go for it, But I learned that, you get a lot better communication if, you go in with, I always go in with nothing but respect, but kind of just take the place in for a little while, and just feel the vibes from it. You know what I mean? Everything, see what kind of feelings you get, what kind of spirits may be there, so that way you kind of know how to approach it and get communication. So with me, it would probably be my intuition.
Yeah, I think you're the first person that I've ever had on here that that brought up their own intuition, which is really kind of weird, because I just done a video from North Carolina, I believe. And one of the investigators at the end of the video said the best tool that you can use on an investigation is yourself. You go out and you buy the equipment, and the equipment's made to do one thing, but you've got 5 senses to follow. So that just kind of, wow, it's like you're the first person that I've ever talked to that actually brought up the intuition thing.
Yeah, because in my opinion, really, I have, like the necrophonic, EVP things, the voice recorders, the dowsing rod session, everything. Really, basically, those are just like an extra set of hands, everything. The biggest part of the paranormal thing is you. You're the one that draws them. You're the one that does the communicating, so that's why I usually go with intuition.
That doesn't work for all of us, though, because...
But it does for me, is what I'm saying.
I'm like a huge magnet, and then I have to feel everything that's coming through, so I can't go with what intuition's trying to tell me, because I'm feeling everything for everybody else.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody's different. But in general, it all starts with the person.
Not for me. Not for me.
Well, see, I can see both sides. Like what Lora was talking about, doing the Estes thing, and it gets really dark with her. The couple of times that we've done the Estes, I've been the one that's laid down, put on the headphones, and I don't know if it's the spirits just screwing with me, or if they're trying to prove that I'm slowly losing my mind or what the deal is. But I'll be all gung ho. I'll lay back. I'll put the headphones on. They'll put the blindfold on me. I'll lay there, and pretty much it's like when I sit back and I watch the video, it's like, and I can't. I mean, 90% of the answers have nothing to do with the questions, and when they do, it's some kind of stupid answer, and it's like, maybe I shouldn't be so eager to try this the next time. And then on your side, you mentioned earlier, Jared, that, you know, you've never had anything that's really, you know, it scared you, but it's your feet and your brain don't always work together. I suffer from this thing called Zach Bagans-itis, where I will go into an investigation and I'll challenge them. And then I whine for like 3 days later because of the scratch going down my back or down my chest or something like that. And people just look at me and say, well, dumbass, you shouldn't have challenged them.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's one thing I learned.
Don't be a coward.
Usually don't challenge them because they will let you know real quick. And then sometimes even if they don't do it right then, they may attach to you. You don't know it. And then they go home, make your life a misery for the next 2 weeks or till you can get rid of it. You know?
Challenging is not the way to go for
not,
me.
in my opinion, it's not. That's just my opinion.
That's why I said it's not the way to go for me, because they tell me what they want, what they don't want, and then.
But you know, everything's different from, you know, with everybody. You know, like with the necrophonics. You know, some people has said, you know, they really get into the paranormal, but they've never had any luck with it. You know, they have luck with like a pendulum or a dowsing rod,
SB7 or SB11.
So it's really different with people.
It is. It's all in who you are and how you communicate.
Yeah, how you're
mentally,
how you're in tune personally with it.
Look,
mentally, so that's why everything goes all over the place.
One thing I've been seeing a lot of investigators doing lately. I say lately. Let's say since midsummer last year. Is Random Nautica, and then there's a couple other apps out there like Random Nautica.
Scaranoia.
Have you guys used those?
We've used all three.
Yep.
Have you?
Yep.
Yeah, we actually got with the Scaranoia.
Oh Lord, that thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him out. The very first time we used him, the Scaranoia, it led us to this on the side of the road in the middle of the woods.
That thing stinks. I don't know what.
You're the one that brought it home, Goober.
Well, I don't know. I was scared. I just grabbed it and ran.
You said, I'm taking him home. I said, do you really want to do that? Yep. Okay.
I wanted to get out of that area.
You could have left it all.
I could have, but I didn't. I don't know why. I wish I hadn't. But there it is.
Yeah.
Well, I know that I know Wata has used Random Nautica before. I think they wound up going like way out in the middle of BFE somewhere. And one of my guys has used it before. He said about 80% of the time he winds up in somebody's driveway, and that's about it. But then I seen who was it? Omar and Mo Sargi. Just the other day, we're out driving in the Everglades, following one of those apps.
I saw the same one. That was a good one.
And we, the Randonautica always just took us to people's private property, and you know they want to come out on their porch with a shotgun and tell you to leave. The Scaranoia led us to that, and the Intentions app led us to a cemetery. That it was very sad.
Yeah, and it was really sad. And I mean, the intention itself that I used with the app Intentions, I mean, it matched up perfectly. I mean, for us, both of the, both Scaranoia and Intentions, amazing apps. Highly recommend them.
Yep.
Wow. I know I talked to the guys the other day about using some of those apps just to get some extra videos in this summer. And because, I mean, you know, none of us have a lot of money to spend, and going out and buying your time at some of these locations. There's one in Indiana. The guy owns 5 different haunted locations. He charges $300 or $500 for up to 12 people, $35 each additional person. You're locked in this place from 6 o'clock at night, no, 8 o'clock at night till 10 o'clock in the morning. But a couple of the places, they supply food and coffee. And so, I mean, the way I look at it, I mean, even if you don't find anything, there's donuts and coffee, dude. I mean, seriously.
You can't go wrong with donuts. Homer Simpson said so.
2 main staples of life right there. They should be in their own food group together. But then again, you've got these other places that aren't even listed as haunted. No one's ever investigated them, like the theater we're going to do next month. No one has ever investigated that place. They wanted like $250 for us to go in there, and it's like, really? Right. I mean, if you were a documented haunt, then I could see that, but oh well, you know, you do what you got to do, I guess.
It is what it is, man.
That donut better have the weight loss power of Richard Simmons if I'm going to be paying that much money and eating those donuts.
Well, brother, as I hate to, I'm going to have to cut it short. Our son is texting. He apparently one of his friends ran off and left him somewhere in town.
Oh, Lord.
I get to go whoop somebody's child.
They needed it. It's been fun.
Hey, thanks for having us up, brother. It's been a blast, man. You guys are so amazing in chat too, man.
Man, anytime.
Panel too, man.
Yep.
So when's your next stream? And then I'll let you go.
Let's see, it says Friday. Tomorrow night on my channel, we're going to be doing just a regular chat plus a what's in my closet investigation, because my bedroom closet is haunted.
And I may or may not.
Okay.
Just doing that after.
Uh-huh. All right. Get out of here. Go pick up your friend. You guys have a good evening. Thanks for popping in. And I'll catch y'all possibly tomorrow night. No, wait. Damn, got that investigation tomorrow night. I'll catch y'all just as soon as I can.
As soon as you can, brother. It's all good.
We're always somewhere.
Awesome. Sounds good.
All right. We love you, brother. Thanks,
love everybody. You too, bud. Take care.
Bye, everybody.
Well, there you go. Those guys are nuts, man. I love them to pieces. I have such a good time over on their chat, watching them go at it and stuff. But I'm gonna hit it. We're supposed to get the car picked up tonight, the old car. Finally, the people are coming to scrap it. So don't forget, guys, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 o'clock a.m. till 10 o'clock a.m. for morning coffee and chat. That's our BSing around live stream. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday evening from 7 o'clock till 9 o'clock. Or, well, whenever. Is my feed glitchy? It's probably because I'm trying the new green screen out. I actually rearranged the, why is my cigar transparent? I rearranged the studio yesterday, so now my back is against the green screen now. So I'm trying some stuff, some different things. I've got to try to work with the whole setting the green screen thing on here. But I'm going to take off, get back a hold of the mechanic. That was him that was calling a few minutes ago, and see if he can get here to get the car tonight. So until Monday morning, well, until Sunday, when tomorrow night's investigation video comes out, You guys, yeah, it does look like I got a ghost on my left side, don't it? Spooky. You guys take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. We'll see y'all later. Take care.
Saturday, August